obviously, we're on the move. We've decided after, 4 nights or 5 nights or something up in Nara Inlet and in Refuge Bay off the side of Nara. We're well rested, nice flat anchorage. So today we're heading down to Long Island, which is this one here. So we're going to go down to Happy Bay. We've got an easterly today. It's varying between about 15 and 22 knots. So we're just running with our little baby headsail up today, no main. We're just cruising along. We got about 90 degrees angle, so nice and easy sailing, huh? Somewhere a bit different. We're thinking about maybe going down to the resort there at Bauer Bay. $25 each to get in there, so we're umming and ahhing about whether it's worth doing it, but it's something different. We've just got 3 or 4 days to kill, and then we're going to make our way up towards Gloucester Passage and eventually over to Bowen to spend a week with our friends that live at Bowen. So yeah, should be good fun. Looking forward to that. A little bit of action out here in the channel, but we've got, you might be able to just see on the iPad here, we've still got the tide just coming up a little bit still, so that'll be flooding south, which is what we're kind of looking for. So yeah, that'll just help us get down through the passage. So just got to get around the bottom of South Molle here, and then this is Long Island, so we'll come across in through there and into the back there. It's Happy Bay we'll probably stop in. So we made it here to a very blustery Happy Bay on Long Island. Quite a popular spot today. I think we're sharing this particular anchorage with about 13 other boats. So yeah, it's not a bad spot though. There's no real swell to speak of, you know, it's just a little bit of wind chop coming in off the shore here, but we're really quite tucked away. It's kind of an easterly today, so quite a protected little spot here. So we'll probably duck into the beach tomorrow, maybe do the walk around to the other resort there at Bauer Bay. We're thinking of going around there. They hit you up for $25 a person to go and use the facilities, but we'll see how we go with that. We might even dinghy around there, we'll see. But yeah, it's good to be in here, tucked away. It should be a calm enough anchorage for the next day or two. We'll set up here with the anchor. You see our snubber out there. Got quite a long snubber on. We usually run at least 3 or 4 meters. We don't let it be long enough to be on the bottom, but we like a decent length of it, so it's a nice shock absorbing effect. And we just run it back and obviously just tie it back onto the cleat here. And we've just got a little safety line also on there, the black one. That just doubles up in case the other one was to break, and there'd be another bit of shock loading on there. It takes out a little bit of that shock load straight back onto the winch if the anchor chain was to take up. But yeah, should be all happy days here. We're in about 12 meters of water. We went to go in a little bit closer, but as the bottom came up into shallower water, it looked quite rocky on our fish finder. So I prefer to anchor out a little bit further and just stay in the nice sandy bottom. Less dramas that way. Yeah, should be a nice enough sort of an anchorage for a couple of days. You see the current ripping past out the front here. You can probably see the colour of the water change just out the back. It's quite obvious. Big full moon at the moment, so big tides, and obviously runs pretty hard past the front here. But happy days. All's good. Sun's out. Wind generator's cranking away there, so should get the batteries topped up again and go and have some lunch, I think. Look at Precious go up there. She's got the stainless polish out. She's got the rag, the toothbrush. Let me see. Oh, it's looking pretty shiny though. Good job.
I don't think this has been done for a very long time, to be honest.
Couldn't think of a better person to do it either, especially on this boat.
There's so much stainless.
Yeah.
But it bothers me a bit that these are a bit rusty.
Let me know when you're finished. Thought I might just give you a quick tour around our cockpit clears here. So basically we've got strata glass as the material in our spray dodger here. This is a beautiful material. It's nice and nice. It gives great visibility through there. Obviously, we can roll up that middle section there to allow the breeze through. And then we've basically got two side clears that join via a zipper at this point here. So we pretty much have been leaving the back one up the whole time, and then we roll this one up and down as we need to get either let breeze through or to get in and out of the cockpit. Typically, to get out of the cockpit, we just undo this one and we just go straight through the gap there. Sometimes that can be a little bit cumbersome, so sometimes we'll roll it right up. Depends. If we need a bit of more clarity and instructions from the bow when we're anchoring and whatnot, we'll often roll that up. But we're now in late September, and we thought by this stage that we might have dispatched these, and we've also got a set of shade cloth ones, like similar to this material up the back here. Exactly the same fit, same configuration, but they're in shade cloth, so more to keep the brightness down in the cockpit. But we find that because it is so windy up here, it's actually really good a lot of the time to have the clears up, because they do a much better job of blocking the wind. So we did figure that there'd be a time when things got a bit warmer, and we definitely would be swapping over to the cloth ones, the shade cloth ones. But so far we've persevered with these. So on days like today, it's quite a warmish sort of a day, but it's very blowy. So what we've got is the front open to let breeze through, but the sides shut up so it's not gale force, and it actually makes it a bit quieter too. You can probably hear the wind generator going up above us. And then across the back, we don't actually have clears along the back, we just have the shade cloth ones, so we can drop those right down. In a following breeze, if it's raining, yeah, I can get a little bit wet if I'm sitting down the back here or steering down the back, but obviously we just go and chill up here in the cockpit seats, because we can turn the plotter around like that. We can keep an eye on that from the cockpit seats, and I can also, this is my iPad, I can also spin that around and watch that, depending if I put it in the right spot. Just trying to film and do that at the same time. But yeah, you get the idea. If I put it one more twist around, I can do that. It tilts down, so I can actually sit there and watch the iPad from the comfort of the cockpit seats here. You can also rig up the telly on this as well. Watch, stream TV, I guess. Foxtel Go and 9 and 7, 10, ABC all have those streaming services. So yeah, it's a pretty good little setup. But I don't think it'll be too long. Certainly by October, November, I think we'll probably do away with the clears. Obviously, if it's wet weather, we'll put them back up, because it does keep this cockpit very, very dry. And it's just nice when it's really blowy. Of course, the radio goes on when I'm trying to film. Stand by. Okay, they were nice enough to change channels. Yeah, so when you're sailing and it's quite blowy, it's actually really nice to be sort of in this little cocoon back here with the clears. Certainly makes you feel a bit safer. It keeps things a bit quieter. It doesn't sound as unruly outside then. And obviously it's very, very comfortable as well. So far so good with the water. We haven't been getting any water in. At one stage we were getting a little bit through this older bimini material, but I gave the top of it a bit of a treatment with an old formula that someone put me onto. It's like a wax material, and then we sprayed the underside with the the 303 fabric material spray waterproofer, and touch wood, so far it's been pretty good. So we did find at one point, if it's really raining hard, sometimes we'd like to just put our boat hook in there and just support the middle of the roof so that the water runs off the edges nicely. That seems to help a little bit also with stopping water dripping through there. But yeah, no, it's a very, very comfy cockpit. So as well as this infill sheet here that joins the, you can see it zips onto the front of the bimini, and onto the top of the spray dodger there. We've also got that one that you can see laying along the deck down here. This long blue one. It's like a, well, G4 used to call it a lunchtime awning. So basically it zips on here at the front of the bimini, and it just goes over the top of the spray dodger and hangs off the boom basically with a couple of straps on either front corner to tie it down. And so that again just acts as a bit of a shade thing, but so far we haven't gone back to using it. This is our infill sheet here is all new. We got that made when we had the clears made, and so far we haven't really felt the urge to take that off. You know, I guess if you really want to be out in the sun and the weather and enjoy a bit of sunshine, you could unzip that, take it off, but yeah, we don't mind a bit of shade. So when you're out here all the time, it's nice to be in the shade a fair bit, and as it gets hotter, probably going to want that more and more, I think. So happy days. Yeah, not sure that guy planned that one. Looks like a charter boat from here. It's pretty rubbly, rocky bottom, not very level, so I'm tipping that's an accident, but we'll see how he goes. Tide should be coming back in shortly, so hopefully he'll get off there. Not looking pretty. Here we go, so we've come ashore here at Happy Bay. We're going to go for a bit of a stroll. There's a couple of walks here. I'm going to probably walk over to the other resort. This is the old resort here at Happy Bay that's closed now. I'm just going to go for a bit of a walkie. Got a lot of beautiful plants along here.
Tree.
So we're heading over to Palm Bay. Looks like 1.3 kilometres. Looks like it's going to be straight up. This is a rocky start here. Bit of a goat track. Very rocky along here. Probably not really suited to my choice of footwear. Good old thongs. But they've served me well so far. It is a very rocky area. And there's a lot of flies. Are we going for a short walk on Long Island? Yeah, we'll do the short walk on Long Island. From Happy Bay. Oh, great. Forks in the road are not our forte. That one will be up to Humpy Point, won't it?
Humpy Point, 300 metres.
That's the one.
Palm Bay.
1.1 kilometres this way.
So that's the way we're going?
Let's go. Yep.
Okay. March on. I feel like you could be doing this on a horse. Like a trail ride.
Not me, I'm violently allergic to horses, remember? That'd probably kill me. So if we start this walk at Happy Bay, and then we go to Palm Bay, and then we go back to Happy Bay, does that mean we have a happy ending to this walk? Okay, I'm stopping filming right now. I think we've crested the peak already. This is a little downhill this way. We're just starting to get a few glimpses through there, through the trees. I think the first bay is called Fish Bay. And then Palm Bay's after that one. It's a beautiful day for a walk today. It's kind of warm, but there's a nice breeze. Not too hot. And it's quite shady, this walk too. It's nice. Pumpkin stopped and slowed down because she wanted to hold my hand. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Nice romantic walk together.
Yep. Is that because I mentioned the happy ending before?
No.
No rocks. Just leaves now. Nice. It's got a little canopy over the top of us all the way along here. Actually quite a pretty little walk. Uh-oh, too many decisions. We can go up here to the bay with a pandanus tree up ahead called Pandanus Bay, or we can go down here to where the fish are in Fish Bay. Which one? Quick, make a call.
We'll do both. We'll go Fish Bay first.
Righto, let's go. Got a glimpse of it a second ago, so I know it's not very far down here. I think we're even closer to Pandanus Bay. There it is up ahead. Right on high tide at the moment. Right at the top of the tide, so yeah, it's like a little mangrove sort of area here. Just go along there a little bit, I reckon we'll see out through there.
Hope there's no crocs.
That's why you're going first. Oh, you can just get a little glimpse out there. But I'm not going out there. Long Island's actually not that far from the coast. And we saw a report just a couple of days ago of a guy on Cruising Queensland Facebook page who spotted a 4-metre crocodile swimming past his boat at Airlie Beach. So this sort of thing, yeah, I don't want to hang around there too long. I'm sure you'll be fine, but let's go to Pandanus Bay.
Yep.
I'm tipping we'll get a big view over towards Hamilton Island here. It will definitely be the windy side though. Why do you reckon they call it Pandanus Bay? Not really so much of a beach over on this side as a, it's more rocky, pebbly stuff. But still quite a pretty outlook. I'm going to go and have a little sit in that chair over there for a while, I think. Oh, Sam's into it. He's on plastic patrol. We missed one here. What's that?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
How did you not see that?
Oh, I was looking up there.
Jeez. There's a coconut. Let's have a look and see what the view's like from here. Yeah, not too shabby. It's actually nice and cool when you've been walking, sitting in the breeze for a bit. We've probably got about 15, 18 knots there today. Not quite as windy as it has been, but windy enough. Sam, come and have a go on the swing over here. Do you think it'll work?
It might break under the weight of my bike.
I'm absolutely positive it will. I wouldn't be doing that.
It's a decent rope, it's just the pandanus tree probably wouldn't hold my weight.
So that's Pine Island there, and then off in the distance through the gap there, that would be Shore Island and Lindeman Island. And Dent Island over here. Sam's off doing her scavenger hunt. It's probably a fair bit here, being a sort of windward side of the island. I'd imagine there'd be quite a lot. She's got some rubbish. I told you, windward side of the island, there'll be heaps of it. What do you got?
All sorts of shit stuff.
Stuff. Fishing lure? Is that a crack pipe? Lots of plastic, obviously.
Oh,
What's that thing under your left arm with the handle?
Oh, that's a broom.
A broom? Still going.
Man, there is just stuff everywhere here. It's so sad.
That's probably the equivalent of about 20 minutes of collecting. And that's just going that way, to the north of where I am. You haven't even been the other way yet.
No.
Oh well.
So, this was my rubbish collecting today on Pandanus Beach on Long Island. About 40-45 minutes worth of collecting plastic rubbish. So sad. I wish we were more responsible so this doesn't wash up in beautiful places. Anyway, I'm doing my bit.
Sam's got a little towel wrapped around all that rubbish she just picked up on the beach. She needs a stick and she can make like a little swag out of it.
Let's go.
It's the intersection. Did you look left and right?
Yes, because I had to work out where we were.
On to Palm Bay. A bit more uphill again. This is looking promising. I can see a resort through the trees. Sam's put the pace on now. Looks nice down there too. It's lovely here. It's a beautiful resort.
How gorgeous is this?
Very nice. Some beautiful grounds here. Beautifully planted up. What do you got there?
Madurian lemonade.
Nice. How nice is this place, huh? Beautiful. Oh, I've got a nice beer there. Beautiful. Cheers.
So, Dad, you and Mum need to come here. No kids, nothing to do but relax in this spectacular environment.
Yeah. Sammy spotted some dolphins. Yeah, they're quite close. chilling around out the front here. So we're about to get going again. Going to leave Happy Bay here. We're just only heading over today over to South Molle, which is that island straight in front of us there. Sam wants to do the Spy on Cop walk there. It's a pretty nice little walk. So we're just going to get going. She's just getting the anchor up now, and should be ready to rock. Usually once we're ready to go, she'll start pointing which way she wants me to drive. And there you go, so puts her hand up, shows me where she wants me to go. So just to take a little bit of load off the anchor. So that just means to slow down. The wind will blow us back a bit, so we'll probably go over the anchor a little bit, but that's okay. She just needs to check periodically underneath there to make sure the chain's not piling up underneath the horse pipe there. I'll just give it a little nudge forward just every now and then, just to take a bit of load off the windlass. Just enough to sort of get us slightly going forwards, but just opposing the wind and try and keep the bow into the breeze as well. There you go, she's saying we're over it now, so I'll just back off, let the breeze take over for a bit. We've had a nice little stay in here, it's been good. Just a little bit overcast today. We might get a little bit of rain, we'll never know. Had a couple of little showers. Yes, just grab the boat hook just to push the chain back down the anchor locker a little bit, just so we don't stack up underneath there too much. Oops, sorry. Okay, so a little bit more forward motion required. Just give it a little burst. Pushing the chain down with the feet there now. Sometimes it works a bit better than the boat hook. Not good timing. You can see the boat's starting to spin around a bit here now, so we're obviously getting pretty tight on the anchor there. Give her one final little kick down and she'll probably hop up and grab the pole, I'm guessing. Grab the boat hook, and she uses the boat hook just to spin the anchor around. If it comes up the wrong way around to go over the roller, she'll often just grab the boat hook and use that. I'm just going to spin the bow across a little bit with the bow thruster. A little bit of forward for a second, just help pop it off the bottom. There we go, looks like it's getting up there now. I can just watch the bow roll her a little bit, and usually once she leans over with the boat hook, then I know that it's just about on the roller. It's come straight up that time. Beautiful. Come up the right way around. She didn't even need to use the boat hook. Perfect. Alrighty, that's anchor up. You see here we're just going past the front of Pandanus Island, out the front of South Molle. Have a look at the current. We're doing 4 knots across the bottom, doing 6 knots through the water, so that means we're pushing a couple of knots of current here. You can certainly see it on the water out there. Man, that current is really ripping here. Absolutely ripping. feel it throwing the boat around. Bit of a bleak old day today. It's not raining yet, but it's not far off it. You might get wet on your walk, Precious.
Maybe. Bit of rain never hurt me.
See, we're just going past the top of Pandanus Island there, and we're just going to go around into Bauer Bay there on South Molle. So here's something you don't see every day. We've got Bauer Bay here at South Molle Island all to ourselves. There's no one else in the whole bay here. Interesting. Sure, it won't stay like that. It looks nice enough. This guy's trying to clear up a little bit for us. A couple of fishing boats in the bay here by the looks of it, but that's about it. Yeah. So Sam's keen to go over and do the walk up the Spy on Cop here. I'm less keen, but we'll see how it pans out. Bit of swell coming in here, but it's not too bad. We'll sit here for a little bit, see how it goes. If it's too swelly, we might go around the other side of the island. So this vessel coming in here now is a boat called Time Out. It came past us the other day when we were up in South Molle Bay and yelled out to Sam, "Hey Precious!" So obviously they've been watching our videos. That was pretty funny. I have to say g'day to it later. So we've been invited aboard Gary and Lynn's boat here. Absolutely beautiful.
As long as it doesn't say "Here's the girls in the kitchen where they should be."
Yeah. And here's the girls in the kitchen where they should be. It's beautiful. They're just putting on a bit of lunch for us too, so we're very special. They just came to say g'day because they said g'day to Precious the other day. So we thought we'd pop over and say g'day, and we're about to go for a walk up to Spy and Cop, up on the top of this hill over here, and it started chucking it down. So we're very, very happy we did get invited aboard. We've managed to stay nice and dry, so beautiful boat though. Putting on a nice little spread for us here too. Let's go on for the tour. Gary's going to show me over everything. Going up here, he's telling me it had a new hard top installed. How long ago, Gary?
2009.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, look at his tender. Nice, look at that. That'll get you around. What sort of speeds are you doing that, Gary?
It'll actually do
30. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, of course. Okay, we're back at South Molle Island. A few hours later than expected, but it's all good. We're very lucky. We were going to start walking up to the Cop, and we went to visit some people who said hello to us once before out there on Time Out, and they were nice enough to put us up for lunch and spent a couple of hours having a chat with them. They're lovely.
Very nice.
Gary and Lynette. So we're going to now just go for a little bit of a stroll along the beach. I don't think we'll go up the Cop, huh? That might be a bit far. Maybe just do a little stroll along the beach. A bit of exercise. So Precious, we made it into the beach finally after all the rain stopped.
Yep.
And we did a bit of scavenging again with my help today.
Yes.
Yeah.
The little bowerbird set in.
And that's it. And I'll show you where we did. Come over here. So we did this part of the beach from the end of the wharf there along about 100 metres. It's probably maybe it's 150 metres, just to this part of the beach, which is right about around about there somewhere. So not a particularly big bit of beach, but have a look at what we've pulled off there. This is what we pulled off in probably 3/4 of an hour
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
of scavenging on the beach there.
There's a sock.
There's a lot of crap there. Yeah.
Somebody's sock.
Yeah, I might be able to use that later.
Toothbrushes.
It's pretty ordinary. Look at it all.
Brush. There's a lot of styrofoam.
There's always a thong. But, yeah, plastic bottles, styrofoam,
metal.
bit of everything today.
Lots
Anyway.
of string.
It's not on the beach now, so we can chuck it in the bin. Good job, Precious. Huh? What a environmental warrior you are.
I like to do my little bit.
I'd like to as well, but the bending over part's pretty hard work.